very first entry, and I'm like, I'm giddy, I'm excited, I'm not nervous at all, because pretty much I imagine nobody's listening to this. I mean, it's really just me speaking into the microphone. I'm on my bed, and this is super low tech. There's nothing fancy going on here. It's just me, me in my little world, sharing like a diary, an audio diary form. And the reason I'm doing this is, first of all, I'm just called to do it. And I think it has a lot to do with the fact that I really honor the gift of life. This gift that we've been given. This is a gift from God. Our life is a gift. It is a gift and it's a blessing. And yes, life is tough and it's hard and beautiful. And we experience the full range of human emotions and experiences, from the most beautiful, joyful, ecstatic, loving experiences to the most difficult and painful, traumatic experiences, that we go through. It's like it's the whole range of the human condition that each one of us experiences at any point in time. And all of it is a gift, and all of it is a blessing, because we are experiencing what we're experiencing for our own lessons, our own growth, our own soulful evolution, right? So the good stuff, the hard stuff, it's all part of our growth and evolution on the journey. And so I love to grow, I love to learn, and I love to evolve. So I'm doing it creatively, I'm doing it in the moment, and I'm documenting the process and the journey. So if you're here, welcome. I would love to hear from you. I mean, please let me know in the comments below, like, are you tuning in? If so, let me know where you are on your journey and what's happening with you at this time. This is really meant to be a space where we can just kind of gather. And, it's obviously just me right now. Maybe if I'm meant to, be in conversation with a conversational partner at some point, that'll happen. But for right now, like, it's just me, and you, if you're listening here. So yeah, I'd love for this to be kind of like a conversation where I share whatever I share, and then, you share in the comments, and then we, and I respond to you, and you respond to me, and then, we're stay connected this way, and we build community this way. I mean, that's kind of my vision here, is that this can just be a space where we can build community and connection, because we're all in this together at the end of the day, right? We're all human beings doing the very best that we can with where we are and what we have in every moment in time. We go through a lot as people, and we're not meant to do any of this alone. So, I'm hoping that this can be a space where it can, kind of bring in like-minded, like-hearted, people to connect, and I definitely personally, operate at a really high level of energy and vibration and frequency. So it's a lot of pure positive energy, and a lot of soul, a lot of heart, a lot of soul. So I imagine whoever is tuning in here, if you're tuning in here, that means that you have a lot of heart and soul as well. So that's nice. Thank you for being here. In this first episode, basically, and I'm just going to kick it off. I'll probably just keep this brief, but I'm in my, did I already say I'm in my 48th year of life? I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but I'm in my 48th year of life. I've lived a very beautiful, full life with lots of stages and a lot of healing, a lot of growing, definitely dedicated, profoundly dedicated to my personal growth and spiritual growth journey. I've been on the spiritual development, spiritual growth journey for over 35 years now. And it's like very core to me. And I've also over time realized that there's a creative spirit in me that has been wanting to be set free, and little by little I've been letting it out. And where I'm at now is the calling is pretty strong, and I'm now really being called to go on stage to do like open mic poetry nights, and totally new and different than anything I've ever done before. I would never imagine, and like never in my wildest imagination would I imagine that I'd be doing this at 48 years old, by the way. 48 years of life. I like to say 48 years of life because I feel so youthful and joyful and vibrant. I mean, I really do. I know like every year on some clock there's a new number, but like I just feel like eternally youthful. I mean, I really do. I feel so young. I've always looked very young for my age. I've always looked younger than my, biological age. And I think it's just because I have a very youthful spirit. It's like I'm an old soul with a youthful spirit. and yeah, I love life. I love living, and I love creating. And so I'm on this, kind of new creative journey here, and this podcast is part of it, documenting the journey. So, so I guess I'll just share something. Last week I was ready, in quotes, to put my name down. And speaking of my name, so let me just mention something about my name. So my first name is Laura, and I have a birth last name, and also Loving is my creative name, is my artist name, and I'm adopting it. I've adopted it just to have a name that feels good to me as a creative, as an artist. And even me saying calling myself an artist feels premature because I feel like artists, like for me, an artist is like a high calling, and it's a high honor, so like I'm saying artist, but I say it hesitantly because I'm still just coming out, of the creative closet I think I could definitely say that I'm a spoken word poet, but even saying spoken word poet feels like big to me. Like it feels like, oh my God, am I even worthy of such a high title? I mean, that's how I feel. My background is academia. I mean, I'm an intellectual by training. I'm an academic by training. I have a PhD in education, social justice education. I've been in the field of, education for over 20 years, and I now work also in the mental health field, and I'm like have like my own coaching practice as well. So it's almost like I've had many lives. It feels like I've had many lives, and where I'm at now, my 48th year of life, is this creative calling to come out of the closet creatively. Yes, through my spoken word poetry. So I'm getting used to calling myself a spoken word poet. I'm just getting used to that. A spoken word artist, I'm getting used to that. Laura Loving is my artist name, my creative name. It came to me in meditation, and I love it. I mean, I love the vibration of it. My God, loving, and it's like so me. so it's perfect that way. And following in the footsteps of my Shiro, Maya Angelou. Did you know that her real name, she was born Marguerite Annie Johnson? That was her birth name. And she created Maya Angelou with made this mixture with at the time she was married to I think a Greek guy, and she just did this combination, and her brother used to call her Maya or something like that, and she created Maya Angelou, and then now she the great Maya Angelou, so anyways she said she is obviously an inspiration for me and for so many. I mean, iconic, right? Maya Angelou, like the great Maya Angelou. So if Maya Angelou can create her own name, it's like, and she's my Shiro, it's like I can adopt my own artist name. So that's where, Laura Loving. I'm stepping into it. And I'm getting used to it. It's like a new coat, but it's comfy and it feels good. I like it. I like the energy, the vibration of it. But yeah, I'm still getting used to stepping out in this way. So anyways, last week I was ready kind of to put my name down on the list at the open mic night, and I was late. I was like a few minutes late, and then they closed the list. But something really cool happened. I just thought it was a very cool universal kind of thing. I'm just going to read this. I actually had, I put this on my Instagram because it was cool, so I'll just read this because it's basically like a little diary entry. So I said, it's so interesting how the universe works. Last night, this was last week now, but I was ready, not really, to put my name down for the open mic night. After working both my jobs, so I have a day job and then I have an evening job and a weekend job. A single mom of 2 awesome kiddos. I have to make ends meet. Obviously, the cost of living here is crazy. Yeah, I'm definitely doing the single mom hustle here. And I just have this love for, spoken word poetry. So it's like, all right, I'm tending to my creative passions as well, and being the best mom that I can be. And I love being a mom, and I'm a conscious parent. And my kids are amazing. God, I'm just so blessed with them. Such a beautiful blessing, my babies. By the way, if you're a parent, if you're a creative parent, I would love to hear from you. Can you just let me know in the comments below? We need to support each other. I mean, being a parent is a beautiful, incredible journey. It is such, for me, it absolutely calls me to be my best and highest all the time. It stretches me. To me, it's a spiritual practice. Mothering for me is a spiritual practice. Parenting is a spiritual practice. So there's so much to this topic. We'll definitely dive into it. But let me know in the comments below if you're a parent that has a creative spirit. Do you have also creative gifts that you want to tend to, or that you do tend to, try to balance work, family, your creativity? Let me know how you're doing. And what do you find that's working, or what's the challenge for you? I would definitely love to know. Anyway, so for me, I have my 2 jobs, and I have 1 day a week, Tuesday nights, where I get to go to this, open mic night, right? So anyways, I just wrote down here in my little Instagram post, after working both my jobs, I rushed to make it, in time, but ended up being 5 minutes late, and they had closed the list. So, oh well, wasn't meant to be my turn this time. A sense of relief washed over me. I am totally scared to do this, and yet it feels like it's time, so I'm feeling the fear and doing it anyways. The cool part is that the only seating available was actually on the stage itself. It was so cool. There's pillows and stuff, and so all night I was literally on stage and very, very comfortable there. It's almost like the universe put me there just so I could get used to what it feels like to be on stage, acclimating to this new environment as the next step in me actually sharing a piece of poetry with real humans on stage. I've never done this before. That evening, it was so beautiful. I watched as these beautiful human beings shared their heart and their soul, their joy and their pain, their healing and their hope, their love and their encouragement for anyone listening to the power of their words. The stage, a place where individual and collective upliftment happens in real time. There is a sense of shared humanity that is so beautiful in this space. People from all walks of life, all ages and backgrounds are there. It's beautiful. I looked around and it literally felt like the United Nations was being represented in this loving, supportive, and vibrant creative community. It's so beautiful there. I watched as people in the audience with full presence held attention to every word spoken, responding to lines that reached them and erupting in applause after each poet completed their piece. It was moving, inspiring, and encouraging for me. Next week, I will be more ready, and we'll see if I end up being called. For now, I am so grateful that the universe orchestrated the way for me to be one step closer by sitting on the stage all night. Next step is standing in front of the microphone, surrounded by a creative community that is ready and wanting to be nourished through the power of spoken word poetry. I am so enjoying this creative journey. It stretches me beyond my comfort zone, and it's just so fun and fulfilling. We'll see what happens next week. That was July 1st, 2025. Anyways, I will pause right here. Thank you so much for listening, for being here. We'll see what happens next week. Let me know in the comments below if there's anything you're taking away from this episode, or if you just want to say hi and let me know where you are in your journey. I would love to interact with you, support you, and we can support one another, as we travel this creative journey together. So thank you so much for being here. Much love and many, many blessings to you. Bye. See you next time.